Our study investigated the effects of low GI food versus high GI food on time to exhaustion during high intensity exercise. GI stands for glycemic index. This is a measure of how quickly and how much a food raises blood sugar levels. The glycemic index is a spectrum containing all foods. High GI foods cause a large and rapid increase in blood sugar after consumption, whereas low GI foods produce a lower, more sustained increase to blood sugar. Our study hopes to use previously known knowledge of GI's effects on blood sugar and hopes to determine the effect that it may have on the time it takes for an untrained person to become exhausted when cycling on an exercise bike. 10 people were selected from La Trobe University, 5 males and 5 females, none of whom were trained athletes, to participate in the study. Before testing, all 10 subjects completed a health questionnaire to make sure they were physically able to participate in our study and that it was safe for them to do so. Our study ran over 2 weeks as a crossover experiment, which means that all of the participants tried exercising after consuming both low GI and high GI foods, with a week in between each exercise trial. However, the participants were put in 2 groups, with one group eating low GI first and the other eating high GI first, and both groups doing the opposite in the second week.
During the experiment, subjects were given either low GI foods or high GI foods to consume 30 minutes prior to the beginning of exercise. This allowed for the time of digestion and had to be eaten within 10 minutes. The food in the study was prepared by the researchers, matching the carbohydrate amount to the subject's body weight. Participants were unaware of which type of food they were eating at the time, and this was done to eliminate any performance variables based on the participants' opinion of which food might work better for them. Participants then began exercising at a predetermined intensity. During exercise, the participants' heart rate was monitored by both the participants and the researchers with the use of heart rate monitors. Participants were timed from the beginning of exercise until exhaustion to see if there was a difference between exercise performances after the consumption of high or low GI foods. Exhaustion in our study was determined to be when the participants could not maintain a certain intensity on the bike or when they voluntarily ceased pedaling. Data was then collected and analysed to compare the difference in exhaustion times based on which type of food the participant had consumed. Our analysis of the collected data showed that there was no statistical difference between high GI foods and low GI foods on exercise performance.